Speedrunning stream. We're turning back the clocks here for an SM64 Division 2 70-star league match, and it's going to be between m0m0 and Gainai, two German runners, and here with me in the booth is another German runner. Of course, it's D Whatever. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent, sir. I'm pretty excited for this race. m0m0 has been doing really well in the Division 2. He's currently number 1 in terms of points, and Gainai is at like number 10, so quite down there, but I'm pretty sure he has some potential. He's been doing really well himself as well. Been improving like crazy in 120 star lately, and I think 120 star helps a lot with consistency.
For sure. I know Gainai hasn't been doing too great in the league. At least he's not been feeling he's not feeling too well about how he's been playing. But at the same time, like, you know, he can do way better, and he's still a relatively new runner to the game. He started in like April last year, so not quite a full year of playing yet. And he's got, that's actually kind of shocking to me, all of his PBs, he has a 1605 and 16, 5109 and 70, and a 150, 52, and 120. They are all within the last month. So he's just across the board, like, improving all the time. And that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I was just about to say, which is insane. m0m0 on the other hand has like a quite older PB with a 50, 33, and 70 star. It's like 4 months old. So it is a little bit better, but the gap is not too big actually. So maybe if Gainai can keep it together, he can definitely take this.
Yeah, m0m0's just been playing very consistently, and it kind of shows. He's just been able to get like some 51, 52 kind of time, and he's been getting a lot of points when he wins as well. So he's at the top of the leaderboard by a good bit. Next closest is, actually no, Protoman's really close to him, my bad. But definitely still number 1, holding on to that top spot. And I think we're finally in the point, or at the point in the league, where those standings are finally looking to be an accurate representation, because in the first like 2 or 3 weeks, it's kind of hard to say because some people haven't played the same number of games, or just the amount of wins is just completely defining where you are in the leaderboard, not necessarily how much you win by. But now I can generally see that m0m0's actually playing really well.
Yeah, and then of course when some people might play a lower seed and then just win, and the other person has to play a higher seed, then it just gets more accurate within the weeks. For sure. And now both on Japanese, so no timing difference in terms of version. And both named like just good. That's a really good start. With the same movement as well.
Yeah, the tried and true classic, you can't really go wrong. And it's also nice because if you see yourself like a little bit too far to the side, you have enough time to correct, where like maybe if you do like the super fast one, you don't have like as much room to correct if you have a bad beginning.
Yeah, definitely going for the consistency there. And already approaching the second trick. Let's see. Oh, Gainai with the big bomb, and m0m0 does get the big bomb as well. That's just nice. I don't know, that's not much to say. Nailed it easily.
Yeah, Gainai may be a little bit faster, but I think his timer is just like a second ahead. But you know, m0m0 pretty close behind. We'll see if he goes for Wampenstein as well. There we go.
Saving that 1 extra second, which you get when you do side first. But yeah, I think they're on the same according to the timing. Oh, maybe Gainai's a little bit ahead, but not by much.
Yeah. Alright, any predictions? I'm gonna say like a 12-8 both.
I'm going for a 12-7 and a 12-8 for m0m0.
Okay.
Oh,
0.9 Gainai.
0.9 and an 8. Alright. At least something.
I'm actually caught up because Gainai missed the rollout into the star.
Alright, and then the toughest stage probably, right in the early game, Worms Fortress. Most resets do happen here. There's too much that can go wrong.
Do you think it really is the hardest stage, or just because it's in the beginning of the run?
Oh, that's actually a tough question. I would say it is, but of course, since you just want to have a perfect once every time, that's probably the reason why it's so hard, because you have to get everything perfect. Your warm speed is always really, really good and optimized compared to the later splits. So that might be true. Maybe it's just hard because and Gainai messing up the regular setup.
Our first mistake. Yeah, the ledge grab setup, usually if you grab the right spot it should be 100%, but
That's
losing
just
about
unlucky.
8 seconds there.
And if you do fail it, it's just you you just feel like why would that happen? Because it's usually so accurate.
I mean, shoutouts to Tabavision. Guy and I might want to pick that up. I'm gonna say Tabavision like every time I commentate a race because that thing is amazing.
Shoutouts.
It's just a Mario KMC down when you fall off the plank, but somehow it makes it more consistent.
Yeah,
Guy and I getting that second try canonless.
I've actually not tried it myself yet, so I have no idea, but it looks pretty good.
It's just really nice with those sketchy spots in the middle because if you're not familiar with the trick, it's not a concrete like success and fail. Hold on, let's see if Guy and I can get this out of this here. There he goes, good stuff. Oh, actually not getting a ground pound. Spoke too soon.
And a high
but
jump
not
too.
missing the trick. Yeah.
Not too bad though, nothing compared to that class setup fail.
Let's see. m0m0 going for half cycle. Gainai can save some time if he wants to go for the easier half cycle skip, which you can see by him going right into the tree. Gonna be having about 10 less coins than m0m0, but will save a full half cycle in about 4 seconds overall. Maybe not even 4 seconds, but it's a decent time save. Definitely catching up a bit.
It's actually really nice to see because you can definitely see the differences in the routes right next to each other.
Yeah, I'm also a big fan of Taba's lag reduction for this part, although
that blue coin was in such a tough spot. It almost fell off.
Good on Gainai for not... Okay, a bonk there trying to get up onto these islands. m0m0 gonna be soaring a little bit farther into the lead than he was at the beginning, kind of saving that time that Gainai would have saved by getting the half cycle, or by skipping the half cycle, but... Wow, did he even grab the red? I guess he did grab the red, okay.
Did slide off though, which got a small bonk. It just slows down your movement so much there, especially on that spot.
Just the geometry of the object. You kind of want to land like right on the top and in the middle. If you're like too far forward or on one of the sides, you'll get a slider. Usually bonk.
Slider.
Exactly.
Alright, but still, m0m0 rocking that lead. Not too big, but want to have that solid worms to have that mentality to go out of worms with. It's like, if you have a solid worms, you know the run's gonna be alright. Until plus, that's when you have to, when you get scared again. But yeah.
Maybe I'm just different, but I don't think there's like any correlation between how good my worms is and how good like the next like 10 minutes of the run is, because sometimes I'll have a great worms and then like I'll like, I don't know, miss like
I can
don't
see
say
that.
like I'll actually lose the run completely, but I'll just have like a really terrible dark world or something. Or
I think the philosophy for me behind that is just that you easily focus too much on the mistakes and you're just pissy about it, and then you can't focus too well anymore. So I think a decent worms is a good start.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, decent worms is better than a not decent worms. But it's not the end of the world if you don't get a decent worms. I think Gainai's actually made quite a few more mistakes. Wow, like an impromptu fence clip, that's pretty surprising. You know, usually you want to go...
jump, though, has to wait.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if he'd actually get the triple jump there on the backup, but yeah, he's got it just fine. m0m0, that was some pretty slow movement. I gotta critique that just a tad. Kind of went so far out to the side, flip.
But you can definitely also see his consistency shining through. He doesn't go for too hard stress when we look at the worms 100. He just gets through there easily.
And, you know, also in second place right now is Protoman, who does the comfiest worms I've probably ever seen. You know, doesn't even bother with Thalalis, will go for half cycle, I think. So he's just like, yeah, I'll get a very consistent time, and I'll feel comfortable. I'll feel good about myself, and that's probably the kind of mentality you want. If you like don't want to, like, if you have a bad worms, you feel like you want to reset but can't, then you're already in a bad spot in the race.
Definitely. We're both rocking that 12.7 this time.
Hey, thank you for the raid. I can. Oh,
great. I can't read it either. Gregor, I think. Gregor with numbers.
Something.
Thank you so much. Oh, I actually missed it, Gainai. Oh, Gainai actually missed the first 2 coins. That can happen so easy because flying in this game is brutally hard. to
And
control.
I'm also not doing not doing very optimal arcs between the reds. I've actually been practicing wing cap. I stopped talking about myself, but I've actually been trying to get good at those arcs.
It's okay.
It's hard.
It's easier to relate to what's going on if you do it yourself too. So that's all good.
Alright, but m0m0 definitely needs to have a good dark world to solidify his lead. Coming out of lobby.
So what can happen here is, of course, a death later in Dark World costs so much time, and we've seen that a lot in races. It can happen really easily.
A few like multiple Dark World death races. I'm not gonna name that, but I think it's happened like 3 times already in the D2 league. So
m0m0
it's very
avoiding
scary.
m0m0 avoiding that amp really well. Almost getting zapped again. Alright, he got it.
Clean poverty shig. Gainai just gone. Okay, these are
keep up as well. That was so close. The same as m0m0. Also goes for probability shake. And
oh wow! Again.
Damn.
Wonder if they actually got like the same RNG kind of value.
That was actually so scary. These angles were quite off, and he had to correct himself a little bit and slow down because of it. Got a ledge grab, but at least didn't die.
Sometimes if you want to go for a kick, it's not always the best idea because you either could dive and then you're certainly dead, or if you have like the wrong angle and you kick, you won't actually land there and you could have actually made it with the ledge grab. But luckily Gainai and m0m0 getting through, not dying, and gonna be living to fight another day. m0m0 dabbing.
The class mistake, I think. I wouldn't say this is certainly bad for Gainai. These small mistakes do happen, but he's making up for it. He's still holding on.
Yeah. I didn't actually catch the lead from m0m0. It's probably like 15 seconds, maybe 20.
Yeah, something around that.
Not too bad.
Sounds right.
This guy's looking out here. Interesting movement. Actually doing like a kick long jump. Maybe it sets him up better for this box break. But Gainai could save a little bit of time by going faster. Okay. This is sketchy.
Doesn't get the triple jump.
Angle. Okay.
I think he could have actually made that. If he had a fast triple jump, he could have still made that, but decides to go back and try again. Now Gainai, if you can get this first try, it saved so much time over m0m0.
Yeah, this is the break he needed.
Gets it. Doesn't overshoot. Oh, doesn't get the ground pound though.
Yeah, probably the worst thing that could happen is if you actually like bonk into the box and fall down. That's hilarious, but not what you want to see in a race.
It might look hilarious, but it's
because like he was at an altitude where he was flying into the side of the box, so like you either ground pound perfectly, or if you wait too long, you'll fall off. So it's all right.
And CCM, in my opinion, a pretty chill stage. You don't have much, except for walkers who work. That can go wrong horribly, but other than that, you can easily fly through. And Gainai going for pretty safe walkers who work, which I can definitely understand. If you do a backflip and bonk and die, ooh. It's like the only thing that can go really, really wrong. If you do go for CCM17, it depends. CCM18 can be rough as well, right?
Yeah, sure, because Penguin, obviously, you know, you have a better chance. Like, if you miss coins on the slide, you can just go get more afterwards.
Oh, both going for safer walkers who work, actually. m0m0 with a little bit of a different approach.
Yeah, m0m0's was a tiny bit faster, just doing a roll instead of a double jump and kick.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I think if you've practiced wall kicks will work enough, the chance of death is pretty low, and because it's only like a 12-second, maybe 15 death, it's like, I don't know if you really do need to use the beginner stat, but it's a race where honestly like 2-3 seconds doesn't matter at all in Division 2 for the most part. And you've seen m0m0 actually go pretty slow on a lot of these starters, but he's still in the lead because he hasn't been making mistakes on them.
Still rocking it.
I mean, other than Skyjump, of course, but like stuff like Little Penguin lost, it was like not like the sharpest, taking a long time with long jump into the start, but like could be a little, he could be a little bit more optimal, is what I'm saying. Gainai taking a head first dive into the snowbank. Okay, he needs to be careful.
Alright, that's a little bit of questionable movement, but yeah, both going for CCM18 here, so they both have to race the Penguin. I don't know if they're going for HMC late, I think they would, because they're gonna have the perfect star count after Leafy Lava Land of 30 is what you need. So we'll see. But for now, the rods are gonna stay the same for sure. And m0m0 not grabbing the safety red, unlike Gainai.
Yeah, only has 1 coin to miss. This is what you're talking about. It can get kind of scary.
Oh,
you
never
know,
mind.
it's usually this last coin in the row before the jump, or one of the coins around this turn, and then like the line of 5. You can get all these, you're fine. So there goes. Ooh, bit close to the shortcut there. But m0m0 gonna be able to cut it in front of the penguin.
I've seen that before. He takes all the lag from the penguin sliding down. Grabs the star, but yeah, eats all the lag.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy lag reduction to do. You just kind of long jump downwards, you don't actually look into the side at all.
Yeah, the problem is only that you don't see the penguin, but if you just wait a little bit, you're fine anyways. You can even wait quite long to...
You can even listen for the penguin a little bit, although it's not as exact as seeing it, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Still, almost a whole little penguin ahead of Gainai leaving CCM. That was a weird kick before grabbing the star, but yeah. Still ahead.
I wonder if it might be faster to slide kick into the star. Probably not, though.
Or usually you're pretty close to it, so I
like
think
it's far away like he was.
Yeah.
You can actually talk to the penguin and be able to grab the star instantly when he spawns it, but m0m0 was pretty far off.
And our BBH, again, probably one of the easiest stages in, if not the easiest, in 70 star. Just two stars and then we're already out of here.
Yeah, it's not really enough to be considered a stage. It's just like a little detour before you get into basement.
I've always wondered if there's not a way to skip all that. Yeah, with all the routing that's going on lately. So...
There are a few ways that you could, but not optimally, where it would lose a few seconds. I think the best route with BBH skip is like double plus THI red CCM 17, but that's HMC early, so you can't get that time save, and ends up being like 3 or 4 seconds slower, so it's not that much different. And I think if there was like another small time save, or like there's one more star you could do for HMC late, it could probably be faster. Like the only thing I could think of, like, because you'd have to do double plus CCM 18 and then 1 extra star to emit BBH, but I don't know what that would be.
Alright. Yeah, that's interesting.
Is probably like, even like Lethal Lava Lane 100 coin is like an extra 40-50 seconds, so there's really nothing close enough. Though I've actually thought about this a lot. I really wanted it to be a possibility, but I don't think it is.
It just sounds really interesting. I wonder, maybe one day that's gonna be something. Who knows?
Just go to JRB and do canonless there. Save, like,
but no, please don't. I'm
0.5.
really happy that JRB is not at 70 star. Maybe a little bit biased, really biased actually, but I'm glad.
Yeah, a little bit of an insider meme. Do whatever's like offline pictures, just like him sweating like, oh, gotta do JRB again. So I always laugh when I see that.
Not my stage for sure. But now, back to the race, because they're now entering SSL, leaving BBH. Probably the
this is where
into the
it's gonna either hit the fan, or you're gonna be still flying smooth. So plus is everything. Nice big bomb from m0m0. Going for the easier method, and this is definitely a good race strat.
Very nice.
Okay, doesn't get his blue pop, and he's gonna make it in. So
and now
m0m0 not letting down his chat, able to spam that m0m0 star get, where Gainai blowing up that big bomb.
Yeah, Gainai has to keep up now. Oh, he waits for the bird actually. In that case, I would actually grab the other star instead. Would be a... Oh, it's also slice out, please!
Oh,
don't die. That was so close to dying right there.
Almost made me lose my mind, but able to land on the little ramp heading into the pyramid.
Jesus, that was really scary. But still, has to get that plus still, and m0m0 is already kind of safe. He only has to get the easiest star in the stage.
Gainai cannot the bomb again.
Cannot throw it. Only has one more backup. I wonder if he is actually gonna re-enter and try plus again. I'm pretty sure I've seen him again, before, messing up plus so much that he actually had a Mario meltdown just because of this one trick. So let's see if he can get a third try.
If you miss it twice like that, it's not even that you got a medium bomb or you messed up somewhere going over the quicksand. It's just like you didn't throw the bomb.
Plus though, what a madman!
Oh my god, Gainai, he makes it in! I
cannot believe that. This guy is actually crazy. He doesn't have any backup anymore and still goes for Tama plus at the end. Balls.
That was actually a really fast flying for Momo. He got a lot of speed, but didn't clip the fence very well, or didn't clip it. So Gainai, his back's to the wall, he's taking blows, and then he just goes Super Saiyan, pulls out Tama plus. I didn't even know he did that ever. What? Mario Cam to start the flying animation and gonna have to.
That was
you
a
can
weird
actually bump into the star, but he didn't.
Definitely, that was a really, really weird angle. But yeah, Momo just not letting go. He keeps the consistency up.
This is how Momo wins races. And the love and support.
It's smart.
From his
I would say
base,
it's really, really smart to go safe. And if it works out, of course, it depends. Oh, and Gainai
gonna die in lava boost. Volcano.
Man, he cannot allow to fail that much more. It's gonna fall too far behind to be able to maybe catch up, even in Tippy. Doing the top floor with the other stages. Next is second try.
Give me a second try. But man, those burns were strong, and that's gonna cost him about. I mean, it's not that costly of a death because he respawned in the volcano, but it's still like another 15 seconds that Momo's gonna put in his back pocket.
Still has to do lava boost as well, though, so maybe there's still a chance for Gainai in the lava line to not fall too far behind.
Yeah, true.
Just dour in this from both, though. Momo deciding to go for the volcano stars at the end, while Gainai keeps the bully stars for the end instead.
I actually think if you were doing the menu glitch, you'd do this kind of route where you'd do the bullies last. But I don't think Gainai or Momo goes for it.
Yeah, it's already hard to tell through Discord, but I don't think they're gonna go.
Yeah, they don't go for it. I don't think most people do, although it's not really necessary. Most people just haven't gotten around to it, because I'm sure eventually people will pick it up. But it's not that urgent, and doesn't really save much. Okay, Gainai actually taking a kamikaze burn to kill the big bully. But want to be really careful on this ending with 3 HP.
At least it avoids another death. That was very close.
Yeah, exactly.
One more burn. Alright, now Momo entering the volcano. Let's see if he can nail that lava boost. He's probably gonna goes for a consistent one as well. Oh, wait, behind. He already did that. My bad. Commentator, a little bit confused. Oh, the low pull grip though.
Okay, we all good. You know, it's all good in the hood. Momo's gonna wrap up Lethal Lava Land like a 22 flat. This is pretty solid. You know, Gainai still about 30 seconds behind. Actually, what does he have left? I don't even know what he has left.
I'll have to wait for the entrance. Yeah, HM's late for Momo. I'm pretty sure Gainai goes for it as well. Saves to 1 second overall. Oh, reds are left for Gainai. That's for the consistent long jump in the beginning.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in D2 who have been successful have realized that they just need to play the most consistent way that they can. And even people who aren't necessarily at the top of the league but have playing consistently have probably been playing better than they would going for all their strats. So it's hard to say like what the right balance is, but you know, if you're Momo and you're playing this well all the time, then you might as well keep doing it.
Yeah,
exactly.
So maybe it's just the first season. I'm pretty sure if Gainai keeps up this pace of going for all the more riskier strats and even keeps improving, then he'll probably be up in the Division 1 at some point. Just
oh yeah,
he just
definitely.
has to get it down.
I'm kind of curious to see how this like off season is gonna go because this is their speedrunning, having like a competition to be part of a tournament. Because usually, like, we've obviously had tournaments going on in the past, but just like, hey, would you like to sign up? And if there's more people than we have spots, we'll just pick people who are more active or have better PBs, right? That's how it goes. But
Yeah.
to actually compete for a spot in the D1 league, that's something new. We haven't really seen it happen.
Very interesting. I'm actually really interested for the next season to see how it evolves, because this is still like really early and everything can happen at this point still. But the more the races go on, the better the people are gonna get, and it's gonna be insane, I think.
You know, probably a good time to shout out Pace. If you haven't heard of it, you might want to take those earplugs out, but it's our live event in April, the first of its kind, and I know me and D whatever are both extremely hyped.
Definitely.
Like, there's so many sick stuff, so many sick things that are going to be happening at Pace. Lots of fantastic showcases, but the headline event will be the league finals for 70-star Odyssey and Celeste 90%. So definitely either watch or you could get tickets, exclamation point tickets, to come see the action live.
The first competitive live event. So, oh,
Gainai actually failed on the sub pretty bad. UCDD is a good place to talk about unrelated things. But Momo's in Piracy, where I want to get my
questionable long jump from Gainai to the star.
Wow.
Oh, and Momo having a really solid
let's see what Momo can get here. If you can get that lava boost. Okay, no lava boost attempt for Momo. Just going to be going for a very safe jump in the cage.
What was that? That jump dive, okay.
Yeah, he's not even going for lava boost. Probably still can make early Ellies, which...
Oh, is he usually not going for it, or is that
well,
like...
he didn't even do the roll in the cage, so that's how I knew he wasn't going for lava boost.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
He can still make early Ellies.
And on the other hand, Gainai not being able to get the Manta rings.
Oh, man.
Oh, I get the backup though. So, that was really nice.
You know,
that can usually use up to a minute there if you're not careful. Don't know how these hitboxes work.
Yeah, sometimes you can also, even if you know where the hitbox is, sometimes the ring just does not seem to have one. Well, I'm not sure what you could do about it all the time. But Gainai's in Fire Sea now. This is huge. You know, he and Momo are doing the same route, so he is a good, like, 30, 45 seconds behind, depending on how well his Fire Sea goes. If he gets Lava Boost, that'll do huge things. But running up against the wall of the elevator shaft, that's not going to be good.
Oh,
and no wall kick in the cage. Lava Boost is dead. Early Cycle is dead. Just going to be have to settle for normal cycle here.
Oh,
you can still get it, but you actually can't wait around too much longer. Okay.
It's already around like a 20-second loss for Gainai again.
Well, not compared to Momo, but...
They're just over getting earlier, yeah. Man, it just doesn't catch a break. All these small mistakes. And then one big mistake as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't get the side flip either.
Actually worse, because you can get the nice ending with the normal cycle. You actually have, like, it's pretty free. But man, Gainai's gonna have to wait a whole nother elevator. I don't even know if I want to call those elevators, but these like pistons thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I would just say.
I should really think of what to call them.
Everything's an elevator. Everything that has a cycle. Elevator.
Yeah.
That's a massive lead now, though, after all of that.
Okay, Momo, whichever 100 had like a dusty dive, but you know, definitely just want to keep the sauce contained. Gonna be able to grab all these coins, not miss too many, not get hit by the fire.
In the bottle.
Yeah.
Can only lose one coin overall. Otherwise, you have to grab extra coins that are not in the route. So having Momo still has all the coins. Doesn't have to grab extra. Still can miss one. Sorry.
Gainai also dabbing. What is it with you guys? Are you like 3 years late to the trend? Just joking.
Isn't it even lag, like extra lag you get on the camera?
I think at least in Piracy you get more lag from dabbing.
Alright, Momo still has enough coins. Yeah. It's not allowed to miss one more coin though, and this checker can be brutal sometimes. Exactly what I meant.
Oh, probably would have hit that one first, Momo.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh my god, not even gonna grab that one on the second pass. You probably lost like 5 seconds just to the chuck, yeah.
Just trying.
But at least able to collect the star. Well, Gainai contemplating if he wants to go back for that coin or not. He's decided, yeah, he needs it, or at least he'd rather have that and not have to worry about missing one later.
I think I can support that. You definitely want to go safe, as you
Gainai
just saw that chuck.
He almost got the god RNG. The Skeeter like just turned around right at the moment Gainai ground pounded. He might have got the 2 for 1. Actually, I think you need to ground pound like on the edge of the switch to do that, so it probably wouldn't happen. But good RNG.
Sometimes the Skeeter. Sometimes the Skeeter can even be within the coin switch, the blue coin switch.
Oh, true.
I think it was just because it was a little bit late, I believe, but not too sure.
Alright, Gainai, definitely could save some time here.
I wonder if we're gonna see triple jump wall kick for these 2 stars from Momo. I wouldn't say no because he's going consistent. Yeah. Just goes up the ramp, no biggie. Doesn't take the risk. Falling down.
How hard do you... Oh my god, Gainai completely missed the roll. He's have to go back up and do this triple jump walking backup. This is also not an easy backup to do. You have to get a large, small, and large wall kick, and he's got it. Okay. Yeah, but that's a very scary backup to have to do. And Gainai losing a lot of the time that he could have saved.
But that was still a really good backup.
End of the 100 coin. Oh yeah, he backed up as well as he could have, but
definitely
very scary, and also losing a good bit of time. A lot of dust in my dartboard. I don't know what it is, but every time I look back and forth, someone just like belly sliding on the ground.
Oh, that triple jump from Momo. I didn't expect that.
Very nice.
Just gonna take the long jump, but no, that's the triple jump start there.
How much faster is it?
I don't think it's really faster at all. I believe it's around 0.1 or a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah, because I never bought it. I was wondering, am I missing out on like a really free time save? Guess not. Alright, Gainai, elevators, going safe.
Just has to nail these walkers and he's fine. And now, I believe the
check out Momo.
The THI secrets.
Yeah, getting a good... Okay, this is gonna have to...
Okay.
Alright, good backup. You know, was able to actually control his momentum with the little bit of slider on the hill, because you can fall down in the pit, get burned by the flame, bonk, you know, get hit by a Goomba.
Fine. He was fine with that angle, but I guess
he just had no speed. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, it might have been
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Just decided to slow down suddenly, that's how it looked. Oh well, he still got it. That was a decent backup. Didn't lose too much time over getting the triple jump dive. Ooh. I haven't seen that movement in forever. I've only been seeing the mountain clip. For the box star.
I think that is the optimal way to do it without mountain clip, but it's not much faster than if you did the side flip like by the chuck, yeah? Or, no, not the side flip, but like, you know what I'm trying to say, just the non-mountain clip movement.
Yeah, that's true. And now, Gainai leaving to 8 robot while Momo already grabbed 2 stars in THI. The lead is actually so huge, like a minute already?
Yeah, definitely more than a minute. And Momo is just not giving Gainai any openings because mistakes are gonna happen, and especially if you're a newer runner, it takes many hours to build up consistency. And
but
you
Gainai
can't
gets
expect every
really
race to be a good run. Yeah, nice secrets from Gainai, definitely saving time over Momo. And we'll kind of see the lead. I think it's about a minute 10 if Gainai has a good THI from these next 2 stars. But TTM, this is, in my opinion, not the 3rd easiest stage, but probably like one of the 4 hardest in the run.
100% agree. For me, the hardest stage in upstairs.
Yeah.
But if you don't count Tippy, of course, because Tippy is Tippy. But yeah.
Yeah, out of the 4, it's definitely T.
It's brutal.
Especially at a world record level, Tago like really needs a like a 255 TTM, which is really fast.
The log wall kick for Momo. I mean, with all the stress I've seen so far, I didn't expect he would go for the log wall kick. I thought he was the kind of guy who runs around the log, but no.
Yeah, Momo full of surprises, I guess. Maybe feeling very confident in that particular strat. You know, I don't know if he's been playing like he has been going for like a few decent strats. It's not like he's playing all comfort and no speed.
Yeah, that's
second log wall kick though. That'll work.
I was just too surprised at that moment.
Yeah. No, understandable. Like, I would have thought he'd go for the log as well, and he loses about a second each time.
But now he nails 2 log wall kicks right away. Takes that. I think that's around the second, right? I don't remember. Log wall kick has been around for so long now that I don't remember the time.
I think it's like a second faster than the log. So
yeah.
Like 2 seconds for both. I'm taking care of the box star. Probably the easiest one, as long as you get a decent angle at the start.
Definitely what I personally would save for last, because as he said, it's the easiest and just gonna get the hardest out of the way first.
Yeah, but I guess like if you get like a really bad angle and you don't want to do the backup, you can just do reds and not lose any time. So that could be a reason why. But reds is probably the hardest, even though the mountain clip stars, I think you can.
It depends, of course, what kind of strats you do. If you like go for breezes, for example, I think breezes is probably one of the hardest tricks in the entire game. It's so unpredictable sometimes, and
yeah, it's like TTM has it all. It has like very short but kind of all in like 1 second trick in breezes, where it's just like you have one shot and you take it and you either do or you don't, right? And then you have reds, which is like a very drawn out but very sophisticated piece of movement, which involves lots of different optimizations, which can all go wrong in a very tight space as well. In this,
I was gonna say, Momo had some interesting movement on the mushroom. So many dives that I've not really seen ever, like dives on every single mushroom.
Usually, I think I've seen that quite a bit actually, because I think a lot of people don't like the long jump. So it's like, let me just dive, jump and dive again. So that's when you're scared. So Gainai just gonna be going for some more dives.
For a few single jumps as well. I think also a little bit slower than Momo, but at least doesn't fall down, which you definitely want to avoid. He was actually also nailing 2 of the log wall kicks as well, so
can't believe Gainai grabbed the red. He grabbed the red but didn't even land on the outcropping.
Oh. Interesting kick. Yeah.
Probably meant to dive, but didn't have the speed.
Yeah, it was probably just usually would just fall down, and as soon as he pressed B, he would dive. Yeah, he'd jump, single jump.
Interesting to see Momo not go for Snowman's head first in SL. It's definitely the one you want to get out of the way, I think, because if you leave it for last, you're also eliminating possible backups, but also just like it's kind of looming over you. Whereas if you got it out of the way, then it's like not so much stress for the rest of the stage.
Sure. And like if you fall down now, he would have to do the bully star, which is the last one. But let's see if he can just. Oh, actually, if he would fall down, he can back up with the other wall kicks threat. But
yeah,
definitely could also go way worse than just falling to the snow there to back up.
Definitely.
Like sometimes you would need to go to the box star, which Momo grabbed first actually.
Yeah.
Which was nice. I forgot to mention he had a really solid one until the bonk on the box. Yeah, that's one of the backups you can have for the Snowman's head star.
Gainai is entering Snowman's land right as Momo leaves it, so probably at least a minute 20 for Momo. You know, it's still doable for Gainai, but it's definitely if Momo can have a consistent tippy, because that's like the big question in any SM64 70 or 120 run, I would say.
Exactly, tippy is. If you go into typical league, that can be easily destroyed. Now that you have a breather though, you can chill a little bit in HMC. I think it's very nice to be able to breathe when you leave upstairs. Just do HMC instead of tippy right away.
Yeah. Because I think if you want to compare HMC it's like you have the box star, not too bad. Christmas Miracle, not too bad. Or the box jump. Not actually a star in a box, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not like any star that you have to be super tight in terms of movement.
Yeah. SL, you have Snowman's Big Head, pretty tough. Maybe a bit harder than any star in HMC, and then you have the Roll from the Freezing Pond. Probably like more the level of the Triple Jump box. So it's like once you're done with TTM, you can rest up just a little bit, at least in HMC.
I definitely agree on that one. Just as soon as you get the Snowman's Head out of the way, yeah, definitely agree. Because it's just a little bit scary when you fall down, you lose so much time. You don't have that for HMC at all. It's worth mentioning that in HMC you don't have any ceilings, by the way. That's how m0m0 just went through the room in the bottom there, skipping all of that traveling. I also nailed it first try too. That is the hardest star in HMC, and 70 star for sure.
I actually can't think of like which door you would have to go through casually to get to the cavern.
Oh, it's right there where m0m0 is right now. You go to the right and then use the elevator. You'll be in Nessie's room, I think. Is it Nessie? I think
it's Dory, but
Dory, right? Right. That's I don't even know the NPCs' names.
Well, I think Nessie is like the Loch Ness monster, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought of. So it might be the German name actually. I'm not too sure though.
Maybe. Could be.
But it's just m0m0 plays so consistent. Nothing for Gainai to catch up, and it's it's just hard to say.
Like, how are you gonna take him down if he's not gonna make any mistakes? Like, where do you get your blows in? You actually have to play faster than him and not make more mistakes.
Exactly. Like, how do you want to do that? I'm pretty sure Gainai could do that, but it's also at the same time it's super hard and super risky as well.
I think in general Gainai plays a little bit faster than m0m0, just by some of like the less optimal stars that m0m0 does. So like Gainai could definitely get a better time. But as you've seen, m0m0 about like a minute 20 in the lead, just because Gainai's made mistakes, and that will happen. And you can't really say he's playing terribly, because he could probably play a whole lot worse. This game's hard, but you know, the play as well as m0m0, it's a lot to ask, and maybe not Gainai's day either.
But now who knows? Maybe maybe that's switching up in Tippy. We never know.
It's like, so this is what you've done, right? So now what are you gonna do? Can you keep it up? This is the big mental battle about not only racing, but just running this game in general. Can you keep it going when you're playing well? Do you overthink things in Tippy and mess it up that way?
For me personally, it's like when you get the first star, then you're almost free. You have that, you had nailed it, you're feeling good. And m0m0 seems, that was so
let's see if we can get
it down zone. Guess like the boss though, cool.
Yeah, this is what m0m0 needs. Yeah, if getting Lack 2 bounce makes rest of the Rainbow Ride free, then
just keeps it going. It's just as you have so much downtime before going to Rainbow Ride that you think so much about the stage. I think
that's true. With HMC Late, there's a lot more castle movement.
Yeah, now that you already did the first star, you don't have to think much. You can just keep doing the hard strats and don't think too much about it. To not overthink much, as you said.
I'm actually doing red second. Let's see. Okay.
I support
in the
that
cage,
decision.
not going for that nice. I guess I'll just call it the slider for the 5th coin. Everything's a slider or an elevator.
Everything is slider. 2020. In the year 2020. Yeah,
we'll be doing the.
And now Gainai enters Rainbow Ride. It's just if Gainai can keep up with m0m0, because m0m0 has just been on a tear in Rainbow Ride already. He's almost through there. 2 more stars to go.
m0m0 not doing the hard tricky triangle strat, definitely in favor of this. You know, going for the first of all, harder chub jump wall kick, but also this angled long jump to the left side. Okay, Gainai, I don't know if this is gonna work. Black 2 kind of far away, but he's gonna get in position. Gainai able to get the bounce there.
He's always so far outside of that spinning platform with his side flip. I always see that, and it looks so weird, and actually it seems like it makes it harder to get the lucky to bounce. But nails it.
Yeah, maybe. Black 2 works in mysterious ways, so, you know, if you got it, I guess don't question it, but it still looks weird.
Just a few couple of hiccups by m0m0, but maybe just like 3 seconds at best lost to small movement errors by m0m0, so that was a solid ramp ride.
Yeah. Wow, what is that huge bonk from Gainai? A glitchy bonk as well, because he went back forwards after bonking instead of backwards. That means you hit the last pixel, right? Or like the farthest.
So, I'm not too sure either. I don't want to spread misinformation. Oh, we missed the red coin!
Missed the 7th red. Can he back this up? You can
I've never seen someone back it up like that. Wow. I didn't think someone would walk it up there. That way, because I don't do it though. Miss it honestly, but that was insane.
m0m0 also missing a triple jump wall kick in the beginning part of 100 coin. This is probably one of the 3 hardest things in the game. Maybe not the top 3, but at least it's up there in terms of risk and difficulty.
I think it's probably the hardest because of all the RNG as well. It's just, you have the hard beginning, then you get...
Almost fell down off of the yellow cube. The yellow elevator.
But yeah, you have the hard beginning. The mid part isn't too bad, but then all the RNG starts throwing in. And the invisible wall sometimes as well. But m0m0 doesn't...
Right here at the end.
No trouble. Yeah, exactly, where the hand was. You can just...
I thought you were gonna curse it by saying no trouble, and he was gonna like bonk, trying to do the kick, and something would happen. Luckily that did not happen.
Would have been a good commentator's curse. That was a really solid 100 coins by m0m0. Just that beginning, a little bit of slop, but for a race, that is really good.
Yeah, I think m0m0, I don't know like what he's had to complain about this run. Like I guess, wait, did he die in Leaf Lava Lane, or was that Gainai?
No, that was just Gainai.
That was Gainai.
Yeah. He has been playing way too solid. Just small movement errors here and there.
I wonder if he's on PV pace, because he only has 3 stars left after this one, and then Toad. So that's like...
Gainai, what was that poke, right?
Like low 50 pace. I think he could PB if he keeps playing really well.
It's really hard to tell mid stage, but after TTC we can definitely assure that. Oh, like he did grab Toad before.
Oh, he did?
Maybe I'm blind, but I only saw 2 stars while in the select screen. Yeah, he still has to get the 2 time stop stars.
Oh, Gainai having some trouble here. In the mesh cage, you know, when you grab that like 70 coin box, it like if you don't ground pound on the very top of it, you might not get all the coins off the top, but then kind of rely on RNG. And the invisible there, Gainai taking a little bit more of a time loss, doing this triple jump back up. It looks kind of sketchy, but you can definitely make it as long as you don't get the second invisible, which could actually hit you in the face and knock you down. You know, because TTC and invisibles, the most iconic duo in SM64.
I actually thought that that just knocks you back, so you have to try again. Back onto the platform. And slides down.
Once I was doing that, again talking about myself, but once I was doing that triple jump dive back up, and it like pushed me down like a ceiling. Like it made me like squish and then, like,
I see. Yeah, I know
go too low and not actually make it up there. So, yeah.
Just catches you, jump, and you just fall down. Yeah, that sounds brutal.
Nice.
Ooh, that first hit
from
m0m0. That was hard.
I see some more of that.
And he definitely seems on PvP.
Okay, Gainai Pensum's nice. That was weird. I don't know what was going on with those wall kicks, but
yeah, m0m0 is definitely on PvP pace. He's gonna leave at 48-30 something probably if he nails these reds.
We could actually see a personal best from m0m0. Like, there's not much Gainai could do about that, but
You
wow,
know,
this
like
would be incredible.
yeah,
like
just beating Gainai's PB
21.
and his own, but quite a lot.
Okay, so how long is like a good bits no reds without Toad? Like a minute 40?
A minute 50, I would say, for the way
Minute
Momo has
50?
been playing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
he's gonna go more consistent. So yeah, minute 50 to 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so definitely a small PB is on the cards.
I would say that he probably doesn't go for moving right side, so that's a few
Yeah,
seconds. So definitely 150.
See a lot of people actually do the stationary left side, and it works out pretty well. Although moving
That's
left
the
side's a
triple
good
jump.
bit
That was
faster.
the first obstacle. Sorry, but
Yeah,
that triple
also,
jump is
missed
really
the cycle.
scary.
He didn't get actually the not Manabo, but the cycle after that, which most people do. He missed that just barely, so losing a couple seconds at the beginning. But this triple jump walkie is everything from on PB pace. Can he get it done? Going for the stationary setup. Maybe not feeling too confident. Maybe that's just what he does, but he's got it. He's up there, and he's looking to secure himself a PB in the league. All right. Look at the time. His PB is a 50.33. He's entering the pipe at a 49.35.
He might be able
PB
to
by over 15 seconds.
Can
So he
he
could
miss
miss one throw when PB.
Let's see those throws.
Hi Tama, I love you. But I love Vinny more.
I love Vinny. Oh, shoot.
Alright, Momo, first throw's good. Let's see what he's got. This is everything. A PB would be outstanding. A 7. Oh, it's just why not hitting the hitbox. Can he mentally reset and hit these last two? He needs both. Delayed right on the
tail though.
Oh, over the edge. He's falling down. What a death. No PB. No luck. It's over. And just like that, at the last hurdle, the unthinkable, Momo falling off the stage by Bowser's. Oh, wow.
And now Gainai can grab some more points. It actually helps him so much.
Yeah, all caught up in the PB hype that we were kind of forgetting about Gainai. And honestly, Gainai can get a low 52, which is better than his previous races, I believe. I don't think he's gotten
and that's still or anything. Quite some points if he just nails the bits, right? As long as you're in the 3-minute range, you can still grab points.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Momo cannot land these throws.
Yeah, sometimes it just mentally crushes you, and then it's like, how can I even put my hands back on the controller and get the job done? Where Gainai is about to enter bits. Momo gonna get that second throw, I believe, or is that the first one?
That was the second one.
Okay. Last throw for Momo, missing.
No, that's another miss by Momo.
Gainai, it's not even a matter of points now. Momo can potentially lose. Don't even throw the curse out.
But gets the last. Okay, that was the really sad throw at the end.
But man, Gainai could be less than a minute apart after all that. He's already entered the throws.
Nice guy Momo wants to give Gainai some points. That's not bad.
German conspiracy, dude. You're taking
Doesn't
over.
want to leave his body hanging. His German body.
Yeah, honestly, Gainai's played alright. I don't want to talk poorly about his gameplay. This is not that bad a run. His PB, a reminder, is a low 51, so he could play only about a minute off, maybe a minute 20. Well, he's missing a lot more throws, so kind of throwing away a couple of those handout points from Momo. Let's see if he can buckle down and get these done.
Alright.
Oh, that was the last one. Okay.
That's the GG's.
Yeah, playing a minute and a half off his PB by he could have been less than a minute off without missing throws. So
and not even a minute behind Momo. A little bit less than a minute. So not bad after everything that happened.
Yeah, Gainai gonna be walking away with some solid points, maybe a bit of confidence too, knowing that he can actually play pretty well, and not everyone is gonna be on low 50 pace in throws.
I'm pretty sure that Gainai could actually pull out the PB at some point in the league if he.
Oh, definitely.
Playing. He definitely has the potential.
He gets a lot of PBs. They're not always he's not minute-long minutes. He's not PBing by minutes, but he PBs often. So I would not be surprised.
And yeah, I'm almost same. Only that ending was really harsh. Just that bits for him. He could have gotten that PB as well. So maybe we're gonna see a PB from him too, while the league is still going.
Yeah.
He's just really, really consistent.
We'll see if we want to get these runners in for a very quick interview. We have another race coming up. Also me and D whatever on commentators, including Cartoon Buffoon versus Gainai27. So if you... Oh, hello. Momo, congratulations on the win. That was almost a PB. I couldn't believe what happened.
Yes.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty bad because I choked at the end.
Yeah, that's understandable. That was actually really hard to watch. And that death was just unnecessary.
Yes. I really need to work on my Bowser throws, I think.
Well, still, you still got the win. But it's really sad about the PvE.
True.
It seems like you can easily get it though. Your gameplay was super consistent all the way through. So, good stuff, dude.
Thanks, man.
Was there anything like before Sky that you thought went really badly? Because it seemed like everything was, even if it wasn't perfect, it was still pretty good and you made no mistakes.
Yes, for sure. It was overall a pretty decent run. I made some minor mistakes like in m0m0's Battlefield, Wing Cap, Star.
Oh yeah, that
and
was right. Forgot about that.
I don't know what else. It was pretty okay. But the ending was...
yes. Yeah, just the ending. Nothing, as I was wanted to say, nothing was really outstandingly bad, so... Unless... only that ending, again.
Yeah, that ending. But was still a pretty fun race.
Yeah, GG's. It doesn't seem like Gainai's gonna join. So, still good stuff to him. He could have gotten a few more points if he also didn't miss that many throws, but good stuff.
Yes, GG's to the Gainai.
And that's it, I guess. We're gonna
I think
go into a short intermission.
Yup. We'll be right back in a few with some more D270 Star League action, so definitely don't go anywhere. Stick around for all the hype